Hello, welcome back to JDFFilms. So today we are going to be playing some Kerbal Space Program. This is pre-recorded, and it's sped up about like 8 times normal speed. And I had already thought up a design for our ship, and as you can see, we are planning to go to the moon today. And I'm going to do all the new Kerbal Space Program videos that I will put up pre-recorded and sped up. So that way it saves you time watching the video, and instead of it being like an hour. And so yeah, this design is pretty simple. I designed it to go there and stay there forever. Um, if you just notice that there's no parachutes, you would know that. But yeah, and plus there's not enough fuel left after that last stage there, as you can see, um, has a small, very small fuel tank with not that powerful um, engines, so that sort of makes it so that way, you know, wouldn't be able to go back uh, and stuff. And so it's a pretty basic design. Right now I'm dealing with the staging and the supports, and I probably should have called it like Moonbase or something, but yeah, basically what went wrong here was, at first I didn't notice it, but I forgot to throttle up before I started, but the lander survived. Yeah, so I started back up. This time I remembered to throttle up, as you can see, and so then we were off. And then I started going through some problems, which I still don't know why, but it started to turn and rotate right here, as you can see, and I don't know why, and it's so annoying that it does that. But yeah, um, I'm ascending, and right whenever those fuel tanks run out, I'm going to start my gravity turn. And well, I guess as I'm waiting, I could probably talk about some of the stuff that I want to do. I'm going to get Bioshock within the next couple days, Bioshock Infinite, and I'm thinking of maybe doing a series on it, or at least an episode or two. Uh, but yeah, um, can't wait, I guess. Right about now, as you can see, those engines are not going to be powerful enough to get into orbit, but somehow, um, I was able to get into orbit, I guess. I think it's from the first couple stages, the first main rocket that got us into space. So now this I won't be staging until I'm about to land on the moon, and yeah, my computer is very laggy whenever it comes to Kerbal Space Program, and especially whenever you're on the planets, or well, not so much on the moon, but whenever you're on the planet, it's like really laggy. So it took me like forever to to get on the thing, off of the thing. It probably about like took me 20 minutes to get far enough away that it stopped lagging. But yeah, so after I sped it up, it was pretty fast, as you can see. Right now I'm just messing around in the cockpit. I was trying to read some of those things, but you can't really read it from it being so blurry, but it doesn't really matter. Right now I'm trying to get an encounter with the moon, or mun, as it's spelled in the game. But anyway, I have an encounter now, and after I get into the influence of the moon, I'm going to get into an orbit and then circularize it. As you can see, I just got an orbit right there, and I'm working on circularizing. And yeah, now I'm going to start planning on getting down to the moon, and stuff. So you see, I'm putting out down a maneuver there, and I started my burn a little too early, so I sped up a little bit and got closer. Now, as you can probably see, I sort of started my burn way too late, and as a result, I blew up. Yeah, so I reloaded my last quick save, which I did whenever I got into orbit around the moon, and started planning it. And then I thought maybe I should put my landing site in a crater, since it will be lower in depth or level, and which actually worked a bit more. And actually, you can't really see it in the video because it's sped up, but at some point, as I'm descending, I see an arch or arc, whatever you want to call it, like not that far, maybe like a couple craters away. Maybe someday I'll go check that out, because I've never actually been an arc or an arch, whatever you want to call it. So right now I'm mainly trying to keep it under 50 meters a second. So I speed up a little bit, then quickly slow it back down to under 50 meters a second, and I just do that again, over and over again, until I detach the those engines that I'm using now. As you saw, I was looking frantically around trying to find the arch or arc, because I couldn't find it anymore. It's like around one of the things. So I dropped that, and then I realized that those engines are not strong enough to keep it slowing down at full throttle. So it was slowly going up, and it was like at 30 something meters per second. But luckily, I still survived, and as a result of me going so fast, as you can see, the legs of the lander is like wobbling very, like, way too much. And so yeah, I plant the flag, and hopefully the wobbling legs won't be too big of a problem, um, because I am planning to keep that there forever. And I'm sorry, but this Kerbal will not be leaving the moon, and will probably result in major bone strength loss and muscle strength loss, and probably, if he were to step foot back on Kerbin, probably would break his legs. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye.